All right, guys, it's that time of year again.
Love this time of year.
Yes.
Yes, the Poltergeist Police are back. We have another investigation that we're going to do. I'm so excited to tell you about it.
All right. What do you got?
Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Ready?
We have a building this time?
We have a building this time.
Okay.
It still stands. It's not
All right,
knocked
good.
down like
Okay.
the old Spy Inn. We are going to be doing an investigation on the original Borough Hall.
Talking about the old beat up building downtown?
That's the one. Old and beat up, maybe. Recently added to New Jersey's historical registry as a historic building. So
Awesome.
yeah, so there's some buzz in the town about this one. But after our video last year, I got a ton of emails, a ton of phone calls suggesting different places that we should do vacations at. But this one, I got a lot. This one, by far and away, was the most tips, including one from Rebecca Garbowski, the personnel director of Borough Hall.
Okay.
She's actually an avid ghost hunter herself. Apparently, she had done a investigation of her own, and got some good stuff off the spirit box and some EVPs and things like that. So I'm going to ask her to come down in a little bit and fill us in on what she has. But I'm excited about this one. I think this year we're gonna have some good stuff.
I hear that was the old police station.
Original.
Original.
It was the Borough Hall. The original Borough Hall upstairs was the original Borough Hall meeting room. The main level, you'll see there's a big garage. That was the original firehouse for engine company. And downstairs in the basement was the police department. Right. So this one gets exciting for us, right?
Mm-hmm.
The original cells are still there.
Just about to ask.
Yes.
They're still there.
Yeah, it's all still there. Very exciting. I haven't actually been in the building yet. I did hear from Rebecca, kind of filling me in on what it was about. So I'm excited to learn the history. I'm excited to find something.
We're gonna have Rebecca fill us in then.
Yes. Yes. So
Give us
we're going
the
to bring.
rundown.
Yes, Rebecca is going to be down in a few minutes. Tell us what she has, and we'll go from there. All right.
Fantastic.
Cool. All right. Rebecca.
Yes.
Welcome
Hi,
to the
James.
war room of the Poltergeist Police.
Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Great to have you guys here.
Nicole and Gianna, it's great to have you guys here too.
Thank you for
Um,
having us.
Thank you
Very
for coming.
excited.
I'm very excited to talk to you. As you guys know, we are the Poltergeist Police at night.
Yes,
daytime,
I
and
do.
this time.
We've
But
seen
at
your
night-
episode.
Yes. Well, I'm glad that you're the one who saw it.
Yes.
But no, we're very excited for this year. Looking at the original Borough Hall is steeped with history. There may be
Yes, it is.
there may be some documentation of a death in the building too. We're excited to learn about that. But I know that you guys are avid ghost hunters like
Yes,
us.
we are.
Yes.
Not necessarily the Poltergeist Police professional level, but you're there. You're
Yes.
there. So you did an investigation on your own on this building.
Yes, we did. We did back in July, the end of July. Me, Nicole, and Gianna went. Because I do ghost investigations already. I have a multitude of equipment that we used in there, and we got quite a few different things actually on tape, and some EVPs came through. We got some people talking, and we got great footage with the SLS camera of a entity it was picking up, I guess you would say, which actually touched Nicole on cue as well.
Yes, it did.
It did, and also touched our K2 meter on cue. So we got some cool stuff in there.
Would you say it was a malignant entity? Or
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I've been to
peaceful,
places that are
right.
scared. My mother's house is scary. It's very scary with whatever she's got in there. It was more of a calm
Yeah, and
feeling.
and,
Like they weren't like chasing us out.
Friendly.
Yeah, more of a
Okay.
friendly
Friendly
kind
entity.
of Casper the Ghost kind of
Okay.
feeling, actually.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. And in the EVPs, what kind of information were you able to glean from that?
So when we asked for, we in the jail section, we asked a couple questions. The name Philip came through. That was very random. But when we were upstairs, we had asked for names again, and we got the name of either Ed Weimer, or Edwina. And they actually spoke back and forth with us. We also have other EVPs. When we went back upstairs, they said they're back. And when we were leaving, they said goodbye very loudly. So they, I guess, were happy that we were leaving finally. But yeah, we got some good banter back and forth.
So we have some
something
good things to
there,
look
yeah.
for this time.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
So will you guys accompany us on our investigation?
Absolutely, we'd
Maybe
love
help
to.
us
Love
show
that.
where things happen so we can try to replicate it. and
Yeah,
see
you
if
guys
we
are
can
familiar
confirm
with
the
where you
things
see
that
them.
you
Okay.
found.
Absolutely.
Charlie, I think once again, I know you know what I'm thinking.
Oh, I know exactly what you're thinking. I'll make the call.
All right, we need Scotty. If you guys don't know, in our last investigation, we used Scotty, the New Jersey medium. I felt that he was so accurate and spot on. That,
Fantastic.
yeah, he's become a good friend of ours, and certainly somebody that I think we need to bring in once again.
Hopefully he can give us some insight into who is in both of the buildings.
So the real important thing is when we deal with Scotty, we don't tell him anything.
Yes.
We make sure Scotty
Perfect.
doesn't know what any of the history. That he's not going to know where he's going until we arrive there. So certainly don't mention any names or
Nope.
EVPs that you got, things like that. Just so we
Absolutely.
can, we can glean if it's more accurate.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm curious to find out.
So I'm
That's
excited.
exciting.
I can't wait to get this one going,
I'm ready for this
guys.
investigation.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, here we go.
Let's
Poltergeist
load it
Police,
up and
let's
get
do
going.
All right, here we go. Great. Thank you for coming in, and
Anytime.
I can't wait.
Yes, can't wait to go say.
Yeah, and
Be awesome.
we'll meet you down in Borough Hall.
Okay. Sounds
Awesome.
good.
Great.
Thank
I'm
you.
ready, no
All right.
problem.
All right, guys, so this is the main entrance here. As we go through, you're going to see to the right is the original firehouse. I mean, this is the garage bay. And then, the offices and everything were back here.
It's pretty creepy.
Yeah. I think on this level, we should do at least a cat ball.
Yeah.
I think we should probably put a cat ball on every level. Yeah. Because they detect motion, and it's obvious we can't miss. But they got an old kitchen in here and an office.
Maybe we'll put the cat wall in a doorway, so if anything tries to follow us.
Okay, that's a good idea. And what was back here?
I'm not sure.
Wow, look, an old vault door. Oh, that's interesting. Oh,
What if we can get the key to that?
yeah, they don't want us in here for sure. That's interesting, though.
I wonder what's up there.
All right, Charlie, we're going to put you up there, buddy. That's where you're going to go.
All right.
All right, so we'll go upstairs. That
Yep.
was upstairs is the original council chambers. It's really, really interesting for sure. Just watch your step with these steps. They're definitely old and creaky. Yes, I wonder whose office this was.
I don't know.
At one point in time, this was Borough Hall. I know the Civil Air Patrol and I think the Coast Guard made this an office for a little while. So,
You see the uniforms right there from the Coast Guard?
oh yeah, you got some old military stuff.
It's got to be old. Water was only 50 cents. Look at the detail on the ceiling.
Yeah, the old tin ceilings. Yeah,
Wow.
it's incredible. And I think if we go down the hall and to the right should be the old council chamber entrance.
You think it's open?
I'm sure it is, or at least I hope it is.
We have to give a little.
Put a little,
Got
yeah,
it.
put a little shoulder into it,
All
Charles.
right.
Yeah, look at that.
Looks like they just left.
Well, that's. You think that would fit me?
All these uniforms.
Yeah. Well, you see, I mean, the room. Well, it's interesting for sure. Definitely another cat ball up here. And possibly do the rampart up here. I mean, this is where a lot of decisions were made in town. A lot of people were affected by the policies that were made here. So it's a good possibility that could stir up some bad feelings. All right, guys. So this is the back door. This is the easiest way to get down to the basement to the original police station.
Okay.
This is where all the prisoners are brought. So
Not like our Sally Port of today.
No, it's certainly not modern. I can only imagine.
I'm gonna walk down these stairs.
Yeah, I'll bet you quite a few prisoners had a difficult time making it down here. Watch your step. Oh, the old cells are right here.
What happened to the light? There we go. Flashlights, guys?
Check the bulbs, I guess. Look at this. Oh my God. Look at the old cells. Wow.
Gotta watch our step. Wow, that is crazy.
Wow. Oh, these,
Look at the tiles
yeah,
in the ceiling.
arch ceilings, tiles. You do not want to be locked in here.
How does that feel?
You can smell the
Oh my
rust.
God. I just had a cold chill go through my entire body when you close that door. I do not like this at all. You know,
See,
this is
there's-
where we're gonna set. This is where we're gonna set up our pod.
It's the only cell that has still the bed.
And you
attached.
see that, so I wonder if somebody's trying to escape.
Hmm.
Maybe.
All right, so we put a cat ball in the cell. This is very rudimentary equipment, but basically what they do is they light up for your cats when they move around. But they help sense motion, so we use it to see if the spirit can touch it and turn it on. So it's been pretty interesting, the results that we get with it.
It's so cold down here.
It is cold. It's definitely a feeling of dread for sure. All right, so what I'm going to be using tonight to start our investigation is the K2. It's an electromagnetic field meter. Generally, when you talk to spirits or in the spirits in a room, you'll see the electromagnetic field changes. So that's what this indicates there. You'll see that it'll light up. All right, I wanted to start up in this room because this is the original council room, but it also doubled as the courtroom on court nights. So a lot of people were sentenced to, to serve time and for bad things that they did. So I thought this would be a good place to start. Is there anybody here with us in this room tonight? Any former mayors want to come and talk to us tonight? No? Nobody? Oh, do you guys feel that? Just got massive chills as we come past the commander's desk. If there's any spirits here tonight, please come and talk to us. We want to speak to you. We want to help you. It's okay. We're here to help. We are the police. We're always here to help. Anybody? There's no spirits on this coat.
Maybe we'll check that office we put the cat ball in.
If that fits me, might be mine. All right, maybe we'll go check that office.
Office right here.
Philip, are you here? That was the name they said they heard, right, Philip?
Yes, so
Philip, is this your office? If this was your office, please tell us. Give us a sign. Touch the cat ball.
I'm getting some chills.
I'm going to sit in your chair. Does this upset you? Philip, are you here? This is a safe place to come and talk to us. Did you use this toilet? I like poop jokes. Oh, yeah, we just definitely had a change
As soon as you walked in, right?
as soon as we walked in. Right here. Philip, are you here? Even if it's not Philip. Change the electromagnetic frequency. Is somebody here with us now? Didn't they say it was back here they had something happen? Do you want me to come to that back corner? To the vault? Is there something locked in this vault that you want? Oh. Oh, yeah.
Is it picking up?
Look at that. Well, you're certainly giving me goosebumps. What's in this vault? Is it money? Is it personal property? Is this where they kept the prisoner's property? Philip, is there something in this vault that you want? Definitely a big spike in reading there for sure. Oh boy.
Wow.
Immediately picking up.
Yeah, massive spikes.
The meter all maxed out, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Right on top.
Chief, are you here? Was this your office, Chief? Is your name Philip? You can easily give us a signal now. I want to go back to the top of those steps. I'm going to go back to that vault again. Do you want me to go to that vault again? Oh, nothing now. Charlie, I think it's time for your camera.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right, Philip. Come talk to us, buddy. Where are you? Let's go check out that vault, right? That's where we saw him the last
That's where
time.
we picked up that energy earlier.
Take it nice and slow. Philip, are you in here? Did you leave us? I'm gonna come check out this vault. Am I allowed to come near it? Can you show me where the key is? No. Nothing going on in here. Philip, are you downstairs? Well, we had it before right at the doorway. Oh,
Again, something?
I had something. And then it went away again.
She did say this was a doorway where she could feel something.
And then, yeah, they said
As
they
if
were getting activity or they felt like something was going to come through
someone
the
was
door.
going to walk downstairs and walk in. Was that a shadow?
I don't see anything yet. We did have the one. Came in with quickly. Philip, are you trying to tell us to go somewhere? Oh,
What's
there,
that right there?
right there. You see it? You got that? Something's walking over there. It's on the
Is
floor.
it sitting down here?
It's on the floor. It's right in front of us on the floor. If I
Kinda
shine my
like-
light,
It's right over here.
it's right. He's backing up. Oh,
It's gone.
he's gone. He was right there. He was backing up and then he disappeared. Why don't you come back over here? Let's see if he comes back again. Philip, did we scare you away? Why don't you just come back over here? As soon as you started walking over that way, it was backing up, and then it just disappeared.
Maybe he's at the doorway.
Check upstairs now.
Gonna have a poop joke, Philip? Not gonna be sitting here going to the bathroom for me? Where'd you go, bud? Check inside the office. Anybody? Philip, are you in here sitting at your desk? No, nothing in here. Check out the kitchen. Where'd you go, Philip? No, not getting anything in here either. Seems to be the main room that's downstairs.
You gonna try up here where the offices are?
Yeah, let's go check this room out. Philip, did you come upstairs?
We saw you, Philip. We know you're in here.
I don't see anything on the floor. See nothing under the desk. Did we get a reading over by the commander's desk, didn't we?
We did.
Let's go check that out.
See if I could pick something up.
See if he's at the desk. Philip, was this your desk? Maybe he did go back downstairs.
We'll try the jail cells now.
Yeah. I'm gonna poke my head back into the meeting room. See if maybe he came back real quick, all right? Did you come back in here, Philip? What do you got? You back in here, bud? No, he's not here. Maybe he went downstairs.
All right, let's check it out.
Okay. Little wonky not being able to hold the handrail.
Just go nice and slow.
Yeah. See if we pick anybody up. Philip, did you come down here? Let's head this way. Maybe the chief is back down here. Philip, come on and talk to us. Let us know you're still here. Let's go check out the jail cell. First came in here also, right?
Yes, we did. Right in that cell with the bed.
The cell with the bed we have?
Yes.
Philip, are you down here? Is this your cell? Nothing in here. That's still working. Nothing in there.
You guys set off the catwalk?
Is
I
the
didn't
cap
touch
off
it.
going off?
Catwalk's going off.
No, we didn't set it off.
No, I didn't touch it. Philip, are you messing with us?
Oh, can you turn on that ball again? Can you do that, Philip? If you're here, tell us. And if you're not, Philip, that's okay too. Can you turn on that cat ball again? Show us you're here. We want to help you. I wonder how many times that went off. We'll review the camera after
Yeah.
we're done.
Well, I'm thinking as we get back upstairs, I'll check that main meeting room one more time
Okay.
to see if that being came back. Because, I mean, it was clear as day we were able to see him or her.
Can you touch that?
Hi. Oh, there you are, bud. You see him? There he is. Oh, and he's gone again. As soon as the camera pops up, there he is. Oh, is he sitting in the chair? You saw him, right? Keep coming up.
What are you trying to tell us, Philip? We see you.
Keeps messing with this bag that's right here. And there's those chills again. Here he
He's
is.
right
He's just hanging out right here. He's sitting on the bag. Oh,
Oh. Philip.
there he is. That's pretty cool.
Are you showing us something, Philip?
Just want to say hi. Can you wave? Hi. Want to wave to you? Can you wave back?
Well, let's see if you move.
You kicking your leg up on me? We're here to help you, bud.
Whoa. Bro, it's so cold right here.
Yeah.
You
You're standing right next to him.
You have chills?
Goosebumps.
Standing right next to him.
You're right next
Look
to
at the
him.
goosebumps. Look at
Yeah.
the goosebumps, bro. Holy, I'm telling you, it's
Let me go
15,
check it
20
out.
degrees cooler.
Where is it? Right here?
Right next to the...
Keeps doing that.
Philip,
Hey, Philip, who was your other friend that was over here we saw sitting on the chair, on the bag? Who was that?
you're recording it, James?
I can feel you, Philip.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Scared him off. Hey, Philip, can you touch her? Can you touch Brianna? There's another one, unless that's Brianna.
That's Brianna.
No, it's not.
I don't know.
It's over here, hanging out. So we have two. Yeah, you're Brianna. You're right with him. Get that on the top right. See it?
I can feel the cold air right here.
Yeah, you're touching him. And there's one still sitting on the bag. He's grabbing at your arm.
He's holding your hand right now.
Yeah. That is crazy.
Philip. Ooh, I got chills.
I think you need to try and talk to him, Brianna. Let's get the EVP going.
Yeah, I like that idea.
All right, let's go get box. I think I hear something.
Can you tell us your name?
Is your name Philip?
I can hear you, Philip. Was that you over here, Philip? I'm going to move up where I saw you earlier.
You have something you want to say, Philip? Is your name Philip? We're being awfully presumptuous.
Can you tell us your name?
Let's go over by the pool.
You thought you told me.
It's just that I told you.
He said I told you. I'm listening.
Philip, Philip, is there something in this vault you want to show us?
Yes? What's in here, Philip? He said you have to be careful.
What do we have to be careful of, Philip?
Is that why it's locked, Philip? You don't want anyone in here? Okay, Philip, I'm going upstairs. When did you die, Philip? You just said I didn't die.
I didn't die?
I didn't die.
Is this where you work?
You're right. He said you're right.
This is where you work,
This was
Philip?
your office, Philip? Was this your seat?
Did you make that out?
I heard no. What about the other room, Philip?
Philip, can I sit in your chair?
No.
No?
No, he said no.
I'm going to do it anyway, Philip. I'm a friend, but my feet hurt. I'm old. Does this make you mad, Philip? Okay, we're going to leave this office now, Philip. Thank you for letting me use your chair.
What's in here, Philip?
Is this your picnic set, Philip?
All right, Philip, we won't touch it.
Is this your desk, Philip?
I'm listening, Philip.
Can I sit in this chair, Philip? It doesn't look so comfortable. The other one looked comfortable. Actually, this got some chills.
Picking up here.
Philip, do you mind that I'm sitting in your chair? Philip, can you talk to me? You only want to talk to Brianna,
Philip,
right?
you want to tell us something? I know you do.
We're here to help you, Philip. Tell us what's going on. Why are you here?
This was your desk, Philip. This was definitely his desk.
Let's head downstairs.
Is anybody in here?
Nothing down here.
All right. Guys, I think we've done pretty much all that we could do. Yeah, sorry, I'm standing near that. I think it's time for Scotty. What do you guys think?
Yes.
Indeed. Yep. Let's get
Let's
him down
bring
here.
Scotty in here.
I
Yeah.
can't wait. So, Scotty, we're not, like I said, we're not going to tell you too much about the building as usual, about the history that we've learned, about anything that we may or may not have found in our investigation. But we are interested to see if, what you find. So,
All right. So I'm going to tell you that first impression is that there is a lot of residual energy here. There's a lot of things that just are happening on repeat and around me. One thing that is standing out to me is I'm hearing somebody banging on the walls trying to get some attention. And I think we're going to encounter them as we go along here. There's a smaller gentleman. He's hanging out over here somewhere. He's about 5'6". He's got like hair around the side here. He's bald in the middle. He's got glasses. He sort of looks like I don't remember the actor's name, but the guy from Princess Bride. Inconceivable.
oh, yeah.
He looks like that guy a little
The
bit.
clueless teacher.
Yes. And this guy has glasses on. He has a mustache. And I think like he has a name like Norm or Norman. And he is sort of just walking around here. And he's going to hang out with us. You guys don't have any video game machines in here, do you? Anything I would think was an arcade machine?
There are.
Oh,
Yes, there are.
There's flight simulators in the basement. This was used
Can we
by
go
the
there?
Air National Guard. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like showing me video games, and they were pounding. So like that's where we're gonna go first.
Okay, let's downstairs.
So as we're going down here too, I feel a lot of pressure in my chest. So I think that's a pretty good indication we might find somebody or something. Oh, okay, you relax. Somebody just jumped out of there. Tried to scare me. Remember when I was telling you that sometimes they try to give you a little scare? Somebody right over there just tried to jump out. It scared me. He didn't really like the fact that we were coming down here. Oh, look. Yep. Perfect. Like a video game cabinet, right? Okay.
Yeah.
That is actually super cool. So Norm has left us, and I have, this one's going to sound kind of strange because it is strange. That banging that I was hearing seems to come from this area of the building, and there is, I don't have a good way to explain this, but there's sort of a, where's the cat? There is sort of a black ooze that is down here, and it's kind of talking to me. It's a really nasty feeling, and it's kind of saying, why are you in my space? Why are you here? I feel like it's been here for a very long time, and it is, if anybody were to come down here by themselves, even just to like clean this place up or do something, they would certainly feel like they needed to run out of here. And it's not because of the basement, it's because this is really a nasty sort of what I might call an elemental. It's something that's been here for a very long time, and it is just a piece of the building. They might have even built the building on top of it, not knowing obviously that it was here. But it speaks English, so it's been around a while, and it's just saying, why are you here? Why? And it just doesn't understand why we are even sitting here, and it's
I'm starting to question that myself, Scott.
Why? What'd you do? What are you doing? Not talking to the computers, don't worry. You hear that? Mm-hmm. You heard that, right? Okay. Wow. There are, according to this puddle here, this thing, several deaths that of people who worked here, and it's partly responsible for that. So if somebody worked here for a pretty long time and they had a lot of interactions, this thing would have had a lot of ability to influence them, give them health problems. There seems to be an issue with certainly a lot of heart issues that I could feel. People maybe having seizures or something, some sort of epilepsy or something that it's talking about, where it could influence the nervous system and cause these issues. And it's also really capable of being very loud and scaring people out of nowhere. Like when we walked in, that whatever that was that tried to scare me was probably a piece of whatever this is. And the reason why I clapped really loud is because it is pushing me to feel that. It really wants us to know, like, I can do this and I can push you out if I want. And I can scare you and I am very strong and you shouldn't be in here. And it's showing me that it can move through the building. People may have even seen some shadows on the ceilings that they can't explain or whatever. And it's all coming from kind of right here, which makes me wonder if there was ever a well or something here. Sometimes there's water really close to where I see these sorts of things. So if you guys can show me where that might be.
Scotty, I can't wait for you to see this.
So my guess is that if you were to put prisoners down here and keep, I don't know how long their holding period was at the time.
In 1909, the rules are a lot different than they are now.
I feel like if you were to take any kind of person and keep them down here for any amount of time, it actually would have fueled that creature, whatever we want to call it, and made the prisoners actually a lot worse than they probably were. Especially if you had guys that were bad, they probably got worse, and they probably came out of here doing worse things than they came in doing. And maybe that's what this thing is talking about when it says it has influence to give problems. So if any one of us were to stay in here for any amount of time, like a day or two, you would come out of here. Even if I brought you food and water and kept this place well lit and it, made it kind of comfortable, you would still leave here miserable, and you would probably act out against people and do some things that were out of character for you. And that is part of what that being can do.
It's going off the light.
Well, the cat ball.
The cat ball is going off.
So it might be an acknowledgement of what we're talking about at the moment.
Okay.
So if any of you have done some EVP work in here, it's probably a great room to get stuff, because I feel like these walls have a lot of angst and anger in them, aside from the fact that they were jail cells. And again, for my regular job, I've dealt with this sort of thing and I didn't feel this. This is different. This is something else. And there was like a 6-foot shadow standing right behind you as I was talking, just so you know. And there were no lights looking at you, so.
I felt really, really cold, and I don't feel cold anymore. I felt it.
Harden. Who are you talking about? Harden.
It's going off again.
Harden. It just keeps saying Harden, but not like Harden something like a last name. It feels like Harden, and it keeps saying it. So I'm going to go in the jail cell where the cat ball keeps going off. So for anybody who doesn't know, the the super scientific cat ball,
Yes.
will only go off if there's vibration. Something has to move it, and clearly there's nobody in here, and it keeps going off. So let's see if we can even.
They're one of the best pieces of equipment.
Look at this. Look how hard I had to really hit that for it to come down. Yeah. Felt like I got stabbed right in the stomach, like right here. They didn't just keep prisoners in here. They kept people who were a bit crazy, like should have been institutionalized. There's a guy walking around here. I don't know if it's just an impression or what it is, but he is, if you could say the word criminally insane at that time, that's what I would give this guy. He's probably about 30 years old. He has crazy, wild, blonde, sandy blonde hair. His face is kind of droopy, and he has black underneath his eyes, like he hasn't slept in a long time. The name Ron or Ronald seems to resonate with him. Ronnie, maybe. And he is screaming at the top of his lungs. and I could hear it. It's like, you know when somebody yells and you can hear it in like your upper ears? Does that make sense? Like when a little kid screams and you hear it all the way in there? That's what he's doing. Is there any documented stabbings here?
From what was told in an email, there is one documented death.
Okay.
We don't know anything else about it.
Because I'm going to tell you that anytime that I feel the way that I just felt when I got doubled over, it usually means that there was some sort of physical assault. There was either a stabbing or a shooting where somebody passed away from those injuries. And it was really intense. It was enough to make me to bend over to recover from it. So that tells me, in my opinion, that that's probably what it was. And I know that the records from that long ago aren't the greatest, so we can't back that up. Well, maybe we can find somebody
I'll
who
do some
can.
more research and see what we can.
Okay. I'm getting told that the bees or the wasps were a real problem. I don't know if that was a recent problem, but they're showing me a hive of bees and wasps right in the area of where we're at.
If you look out this window right here, there is a hive this big hanging from the tree.
Really?
I mean, it is this big.
Yeah, they're letting me know.
I noticed it when we came in. I was like, "Oh boy, nobody better poke that thing."
That's awesome. And it's funny how I looked over this way, right? Because they're like, the bees and the wasps are a real
problem.
problem.
As soon as you said that, I was like, "No way, man."
Yeah. You know what people do see if they were to sit here long enough, maybe if they were ghost hunting or just hanging out, there's a lot of what I would call like spiritual foot traffic, some shadows in the doorways for sure. You would hear some footsteps coming through here. Maybe you'd hear the cabinets open and closing. That doesn't feel like too much of the case, but definitely people walking in and moving through here, like this pathway a lot. But they're very unaware of us. It's just imprint. There's a woman. I didn't expect to see a woman. She's an interesting name. It sounds like Ilda. It's like Ilda. Please tell me if I'm saying something that makes sense. Who thought that?
We were here, we were hearing it.
You got EVPs of like something like that? Yeah, she spelled it Ilda. And she's like, that's my name. So if you thought you heard Edwina, you're pretty close. Yeah. So that's good that brings us that I'm in the right place. She doesn't necessarily belong to this building, but there may have been something on this property prior to all of this. And she keeps saying things like, first off, she has an accent for sure. She's not a first generation. Well, she's like an immigrant, so she's not a first generation American. So she's got this accent, and she's like, "We have to get the pies ready. We have to go to the fair. It's time to get ready. We all have to go." And she's like making all these other people do things, like she's the head person in charge of all these other women. And she's like, we have to get ready. And she keeps showing me, I don't know if carnival fair, like the town gathering. So that makes sense if this is a meeting building at some point. And she's like, we have to get everything ready. We have to get it all set and we got to go. And she's just sort of here. She likes this space up right here where we are. She feels comfortable and safe. She's totally not a problem for anybody. And she's probably very friendly if you wanted to just talk to her and do EVPs with her. She'll probably give you some cool information if you were looking for it. But other than that, she's just kind of here. She said, I've been telling them for years that thing in the basement is a problem. And to further your conversation about a museum, she said, yeah, bring the people. She likes it. She likes the gathering. She likes people coming in. So she's into it for getting your museum together. She likes that idea of people coming in here. She's like, not the rough men, the men who abuse the building, not them. And I don't know if you guys have holes in the wall somewhere where people kick them or something or punch the walls.
There is a smash section upstairs.
Yeah, she's like, she doesn't like the people who did that. She said that they were unkind to the building, is what she said. She's very interesting how she speaks. So, Ilda, do you want to keep coming with us, or? She's like, I'm happy here. I'll stay in here. Okay. And then she asked if we can take care of the bees.
Okay.
Because, ghosts don't like to get stung either, I guess.
All right, everybody. So that was a really interesting night, right?
It was a little creepy, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
A little
There was a
creepy.
lot of stuff going on. So, it's time to decide, right? So I want to go over just some of the things that we came across. Obviously, the SLS camera.
Home run.
Yeah,
It was a home run, yeah.
we got a ton of stuff off that. I mean, literally interacting with Brianna.
I was shaking his hand.
Yeah, I mean,
got
you
that,
saw the
like,
goosebumps.
spot on.
I walked into the entity and
Mhm.
chills, cold, goosebumps, the whole nine. The cat ball in the jail cell. To me, that was huge. I mean, I was trying to set them off by physically touching them and moving them, and it was difficult. Which I found interesting. And I know it's something. We were upstairs, but we heard the RAM pod going off down. Thank you, going off down the basement from all the way upstairs, which was interesting too, because there's nothing down there that would have affected it at that point. So for me, and then of course Scotty coming in and and everything that he was seeing, really interesting. EVPs, really interesting.
Recordings.
The-
even the
yeah,
recordings.
The EVP
Voices,
recordings and
yeah.
yep,
The
and,
answers.
and leading us to that vault was very interesting to me. So for me, I think it's a haunt.
It's a haunt for me.
100%.
Yeah. All right.
Definitely
You
home.
got another
So
haunt?
so that's it. We got it.
Yeah.
The Poltergeist Police determined that the original Borough Hall is haunted, and so there's only one thing left to do, right?
Right?
All right. Happy
Happy
Halloween,
Halloween,
Sarah.
Sarah.